Hey yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy JOSHABRAHAM, and we're at 3 a.m., 3 p.m., and we're doing the biochemical exercise example 5. I still haven't understood the question. Initial situation: you have air saturated with at 20 degrees, carbon tetrachloride. Saturation means partial pressure of carbon tetrachloride equal vapor pressure. Vapor pressure of the container. Total pressure of the gas mixture. The music are so bad. Nishant, Cracker, hey yo, what's up, man? How you doing? It's a Crakathumb. Follow God. Follow God. Appreciate checking out the stream though. Okay. Saturation means partial pressure. Partial pressure equals vapor pressure when it comes to saturation. Okay. And partial vapor pressure is 91 torr. Total pressure of the gas mixture is 710. The carbon tetrachloride concentration of a carbon tetrachloride saturated airstream. Airstream initial conditions 20 degrees Celsius, 710 torr pressure is to be reduced through process of compression. So we're gonna reduce the pressure or reduce the concentration and subsequent cooling back to 20 degrees Celsius. To what pressure must the gas mixture be compressed to regenerate 90% of the carbon tetrachloride? Assume ideal gas behavior. Okay. Uh-huh. So at the start, all carbon chloride that can exist as vapor at 20 degrees Celsius is in the gas phase. Uh-huh. So at the start, or all carbon chloride that exists as vapor. Uh, Vapor phase and gas phase. I believe those are same. Not omega. Homeboy, good luck, big boys. Big boys. Big boy stuff. Big boys. I believe yes, it is out. I am extremely sorry for the what's it called? Latency. Sumimase. Honto ni sumimase. Sumimase. I thought both vapor and gas phase are The same thing? No? Same thing. Gas is a substance that is naturally a gas at a given temperature and pressure. Example, oxygen, nitrogen. Vapor, a substance that is normally liquid at the room temperature but has. Okay, okay. Das macht Sinn. Huh? Oh, es macht Sinn. So, the carbon tetrachloride concentration of a carbon tetrachloride saturated airstream. So, saturated means vapor pressure equals what? Equals partial pressure. I still did not understand this sentence. I didn't get this. Maybe it's because I don't remember what partial pressure and vapor pressure is. When you have a mixture of gases, each gas contributes to total pressure. Okay. Partial pressure of a gas is the pressure it would exert if it was alone occupied in the entire volume of the same temperature. Example, air at 710 torr containing carbon tetrachloride vapor. Total pressure is 710. Partial pressure of CCl4. Mm-hmm. Okay, I kinda understood what partial pressure is. Now, vapor pressure is a property of a liquid at given temperature. Vapor property of a liquid at a given temperature. Vapor pressure is a property of liquid. It's the maximum pressure that its vapors can exert when in equilibrium with liquid. Maximum pressure its vapor can exert when. So it keeps on going from solid to vapor or liquid to vapor, condenses or sublimates to its own stuff, and it's in equilibrium. So there is equilibrium and the pressure exerted when it's on equilibrium. That's vapor pressure. Okay. I kind of understood how we do in iMovies. Oh, we're done. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Rap snitches telling all their business. Yeah, right here. Rap snitches telling on the business. See you to be. Yeah, I'm right here. Whoa! OBS, you crashed. You crashed. I know you crash, but I ain't gonna let you crash like that. We're back. How do I make sure if it's a gas is saturated with vapor when partial pressure of the vapor equals its vapor pressure. Partial pressure, the pressure exerted when the vapor phase or gas phase and liquid phase is in equilibrium, and uh, that is the maximum amount of carbon tetrachloride that can exist in gas phase at that temperature. Maximum amount of okay. What's the normal? Yep, just like that. OBS is crashing, and I ain't gonna let you crash, OBS. Don't worry. Not like that. These music's ass, bro. All I ever wanted was a black gray national. Fuck me. Fuck me, man. It's not even working at this point. Oh. Why? It's not working. Liquid. Okay, it's liquid. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. It's taking me too much time just to understand the question. The carbon tetrachloride concentration of carbon tetrachloride. Steam, air stream. Air stream. It's stream or steam? Stream. It's reduced. What is reduced? Are we talking concentration? How does concentration get reduced? Process of compression and subsequent cooling back to 20 degrees Celsius. So we compress, so temperature increases. We decrease the temperature manually by cooling. Yeah. To what pressure must the gas mixture be compressed to regenerate 90% of? No, I don't understand. So I'll I'll say the things that I didn't understand from the question. Finishing. Hey yo, what's up? How you doing? Finishing. I didn't understand from the question. Think. Think. How does increasing pressure resulting in decreased concentration Finisheng, are you here? My man, how you doing? Decreased concentration, what else? That's my first question. Now, what does it even mean? What does it even mean to what? Think. 90%. What the gas mixture is? The gas mixture is air plus carbon tetrachloride At the start, air is saturated with carbon tetrachloride, so the partial pressure of it's the name is too big. Carbon tetrachloride. I cannot say that every time. It's too big. It's CCl4. Air is saturated with carbon tetrachloride, so the partial pressure of carbon tetrachloride is 91 torr. Total pressure is 710 torr. So the carbon tetrachloride CCl4 mole fraction is 91 torr by 710. Okay. What regenerates 90% of carbon tetrachloride? Regenerate here is condense carbon tetrachloride from vapor back to liquid. Mhm. 90% regeneration means after the process, 90% of the original carbon tetrachloride vapor has been condensed. Okay. Okay. The gas mixtures. Okay. This what regenerate 90% of carbon tetrachloride means. Regenerate here condense carbon tetrachloride from vapor, condense vapors back into liquid. Okay, okay, okay. I get that. 90% regeneration means only 90% of the initial liquid should be regenerated. Okay, I get that. Leaving 10% in the gas phase. Okay, so we're removing most of the carbon tetrachloride from air by condensation. That's why it's called regeneration. Okay. Why compression works. Carbon tetrachloride is a vapor less than its saturation limit at higher total pressure. Actually, think of it in terms of mole fraction. I actually did not get the mole fraction. After compressing the entire gas mixture, the total pressure increases, but the amount of carbon tetrachloride vapor molecules hasn't changed yet. When you cool it back to 20 degrees Celsius, the gas can only hold carbon tetrachloride vapor up to its vapor pressure of 91 torr. When you cool it back to after compressing the entire gas mixture, the total pressure increases. After compressing, yeah, when you compress, pressure increases, okay? But the amount of hasn't changed. It does not change because this is a closed system. When you cool it back to 20 degrees Celsius, the gas can only hold carbon CCl4 vapor. When you cool it back up to its vapor pressure. Oh, okay. So after when you cool it back to 20 degrees Celsius, there would be a point where the pressure would go past the equilibrium stage for CCl4 because the total pressure is now higher. The mole fraction of carbon tetrachloride required to reach its vapor pressures. The mole fraction of carbon tetrachloride CCl4 required to reach its vapor pressure is smaller. Okay. So high total pressure, smaller mole fraction. High total pressure, smaller mole fraction needed for vapor to reach saturation. High total pressure. Okay, let's see the intuition. Think of it like squeezing a balloon. Initially, air has floating in it. When you compress, only hold a certain amount number of in vapor, limited by vapor pressure. Okay, there it's increased pressure. Extra molecule condenses, that's regeneration. So increasing the pressure doesn't decrease the actual number of molecules, but it reduces the mole fraction of that can remain in vapor at 20 degrees, forcing condensation. So we just want to condense carbon tetrachloride, which is in vapor stage. Why compression is used? Okay. So we just wanna condense remove the so here do we just use ideal gas law? Is it ideal gas law? Yes, slightly indirect way. Start with the ideal gas law, or equivalently in terms of mole fraction and partial pressure. Ah, use vapor pressure to find the final mole fraction. Mm-hmm. Finishing, I am back. What did I miss? I don't think you missed anything. You just How's it going, finishing? Two messages, okay. I don't think it's gonna be related. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't understand this. I didn't understand this. Blah. Hmm. Understand this. I also forgot what the terms like mole fraction and its relation with partial pressure and vapor pressure. Mole fraction of a component in a gas mixture is moles of component by total moles of all gases. Okay. For ideal gases, mole fraction is directly proportional to the partial pressure. Okay. Assume ideal gas behavior. This is partial pressure. Okay. Uh, this is gonna be fucking hard. This means 12.8% of the gas mixture is carbon tetrachloride, CCl4. CCl4, stop saying carbon tetrachloride. I don't have that much time to waste saying that big word. So for ideal gases, mole fraction is directly proportional to the partial pressure. Okay, okay. God damn it. 12.8 picture. Okay. 'A lot of funk music. So both action really get after cooling. So what? Wait. That Y final equals mole fraction remaining in the gas after cooling. We want pressure in a way that only 10% of the CCl4 is on the gaseous form. So I get that. So this should be 0.1. No. How do we know that the ratio of mole initial mole fraction and final mole fraction results in the remaining what? Do you just make stuff out of your data center, ChatGPT? Wait. How do I know that the ratio of final and initial mole fraction is the amount of CCl4 in the air remaining? Okay, this guy is done. This guy is shut down. You know what, people? I'll be right back. I just gotta take a small more that's important conceptual step. Conceptual step. Let me explain why the ratio final gives the fraction of CC. I'll read it after I come back. I'll be right back, people. Be right back. got him, son. We got this big package, son. It's the Samyang Bulldog noodles, son. We got noodles for days. For days. For days. For days. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Just like that, we're back. Mole fraction is proportional to the number of moles in the gas, okay? Mole fraction of carbon tetrachloride in the mixture. Oh, mixture. Mixture? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell is a mixture? Like a ha for I was meant for loving you, baby. You and me for loving me. And I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me? I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me? I actually plan to make a video on my palindrome findings, but I realize now you don't get enough time. If you wake up late, you don't get time, son. I realized this. How can I manage? What am I doing? As I was searching for something really important. Analytics 169, that's it. Mm-hmm. Please, 320. Mole fraction of car CCl4 in mixture, moles of CCl4, total moles of gas, initially number of moles of CCl4 initial by total number of moles. And with the what in the case of ideal gas law, we could just take the partial pressure. I understand that. Mole fraction is partial pressure of CCl4 divided by total pressure. And after compression and cooling, we're cooling to the same temperature. So we could use this formula. Right? That's why we could use the formula. Let me see. What do we got? What did my professor do the class? We were doing Dalton's law and PI. Before compression and recooling, number of moles equals partial pressure by number of moles of air by total pressure. After compression and cool. Okay, initially total number of moles after compression, final by in total moles of gas scale with total pressure. If temperature is constant, the total number of moles in the gas mixture is proportional to the total pressure. Okay, yeah, temperature is constant. After compression, PFF is the total pressure, PFI is the initial total pressure. So the moles of gas scale proportionally with pressure. Moles of gas scale proportionally with pressure. Okay, yeah. So total number of moles final equals final pressure by initial pressure in total. In total initial. Mole fraction equals fraction of CCl4 remaining in the gas is final by initial, which you could write it in CCl4 total initial total final. Why this works? Before cooling, saturated oxygen gas mole fraction is equal to Y initial. After cooling, pressure limited to 91 torrs, mole fraction is 91 by a final pressure. So the ratio tells you what fraction of the original CCl4 is still in the gas phase. The rest has condensed, regenerated liquid. I need to do this on my own. And if I have to do this on my own, first I have to calculate the mole fraction, initial mole fraction of CCl4, which is at constant temperature following ideal gas law. It's the vapor pressure of CCl4 but divided by total pressure, which you get is 0.12 something. So that's the mole fraction. Then what you do? Here the end, total, final, and initial are same. Same? Same, same? Yeah. Could you could you solve this using ideal gas law? Because that looks easier to me to understand. PV equals nRT. No, why'd you bring this? No, don't bring mole fraction. Just use ideal. I think I could do it with just ideal gas law. Number of moles initially in the gas is pressure RT after compression, pressure after compression. Number of moles of CCl4 times RT by V, which is what is this 91? Coach. Damn, I'm wasting a lot of time on this. God damn. P is equal to nRT by V. Just a minute. Okay. That's the most important one. Now let's see what biochem. Okay, we don't have that. I think I have to use Moodle. Moodle. It's on February, okay. Uh-huh. For UE sequence analysis. Mm-hmm. What is PAM?
Yeah, so hello everybody. You need to create a PAM1 matrix and also the PAM1 scoring matrix. And I just will go over G, this matrix. Yeah, and then you have this matrix, then you determine the relative frequencies of the individual amino acid. At the moment you can view PAM, but in here in data you have a circuit.
Okay, that is something really important, I guess. So I have to complete this assignment today. Today, people, today. Start with ideal gas law for CCP vapor, CCl4 vapor, pressure for CCl4, number of moles of CCl4, volume of gas mixture, temperature, initial conditions. P CCl4 initial equals number of moles of CCl4 times RT by V equals 91 torr. What is that? After compression, we compress the whole gas mixture to total pressure PF. Assume temperature stays change and number of moles. No, it does not change. Even if it condenses, I don't think the number of moles changes. Partial pressure times. Oh, okay. And from this we could calculate here. I thought so. Mm-hmm. This is same as the ratio of final to initial mole fraction, but using pressure only. Uh-huh. What's the final pressure? Okay, we get it. I I just need to know how this equation makes sense. Okay, that's what F remaining means. The moles of CCl force still in gas compared to initial. Just a minute. Where is that? It should be somewhere here. Ah, seen it. I seen it. Now it's not here. God damn it. God. Oh yes. So PCCO4 after compression. Ah, okay, okay. Mm-hmm. Do we know the volume remains the same? The volume. So X is the mole fraction. Yeah. I think we use the same, almost the same uh, logic. Okay, I kind of get what the first question is, the answer. Let's see what DeepSeek got. Let's see what DeepSeek's answer is. Whoa, chill. What do we got? Huh? Oh, no. That's not the answer. What did you do, DeepSeek? You took 91. Yeah. Dry air pressure. We got the partial pressure of air. Compress gas mixture, then cool back. Goal 90%, okay. After compression and cooling. Uh-huh. N2 is 0.1% of N1. Okay, let me go through this for ChatGPT. Let's see. This makes sense. That was not your answer. again, wasting time on phone. Stop doing this. Stop wasting your time on these phones. You want me to explain exactly why they quit? Oh, what? No, I was. No, I am wondering why is there a difference in the answer and which direct ideal gas law method is more physically correct. 7/100 by no. No. What was that? Okay, we copy that. We copy this. We paste it here. And we copy that. Get the fuck out of the way. Copy that, paste it here. And let's see what we got. Let's see how these two react to each other's answers. That's the correct solution using the direct ideal gas scaling methods to summarize why it works. Air moles. What? I noticed a disrespect, discrepancy, discrepancy. God, fucking what is that? Discrepancy. I noticed a discrepancy between the method I showed and the earlier solution. Let me resolve this carefully. Okay. Well, ChatGPT is wrong this time. We got China was right. Respect China. DeepSeek. Oh Lord. Well, how do I control this? How do I complete? I mean, I still haven't completed the first assignment. So, not gonna lie, I am pretty scared. Yep, at least I got into the vibe. So I'm gonna take a 30-minute break. Yep, this time I'm gonna reduce the break hours. It's usually 1 hour break, but now I'm gonna change it. Take a 30-minute break. Within that time, I play the game and call my parents. Maybe it's gonna go past 30, but I should be back at 6. People at 6. That's for sure. We gotta get this together. We gotta figure this out. Peace out, YouTube.